Did you want to talk about some updates?
Oh, yes, some
Yeah.
updates, yes.
Yeah.
So, with you've had some fabulous updates.
Yeah, you can update first and then I'll update.
Well, our update is, it's part of
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah.
We are going into a short film competition in Los Angeles,
Yeah.
which is with the Theatric Stone, Convergence,
The short film we did.
the short film we did, which
Yeah.
Tony starred in. So we've been invited to that, which is fabulous.
Yeah, we received an email from, I think it was Jeff Hudgens, and he said he actually, because we were trying to figure out how the hell did he find us? And like, they're giving us a discount to go into this competition, which was really, really cool. And so he said
they
how
approached us.
Yeah, because they approached us to actually go into the competition. It's got all these
They had a look at our
subcategories.
website and our...
They found us on IMDb.
Yeah, and IMDb, yeah, we should... IMDb.
Oh yeah, IMDb.
Yeah. They found us on that, and then they went from there, they went to
Your website.
the website, and they also saw the trailer,
Mm.
which was the animated trailer, which was amazing, and then they shot us an email and invited us to enter it, so it's fabulous.
Which is
and
really,
that's,
really cool.
entries finish at this 30th of September, so we're entering for the
Best short film and best actress, best actor,
and
best writing screenplay, and also we're thinking about editing as well.
Yeah.
Going in for that.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, we're not even thinking about. We're just, it's awesome just to be invited to actually go into it.
Yeah,
We're just thinking about the exposure. It's not even about winning or anything like that's a byproduct. It'd be awesome if we did.
Yeah.
But it's just actually having the right people see the work.
Yeah, and learn about the book, that the book's out there.
Yeah.
And he was really encouraging.
Yeah, he's a really lovely guy. Yeah.
Also got a which is really, really exciting. Yes, we are currently in overseas in Amazon, and they are looking at. They apparently have been looking for a science fiction series which they want to turn into a movie series. So they've already bought the rights to. What's it called? Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, which is so cool.
Which they're going to be turning that into a movie series. And now they're looking for a big science fiction series. So they have ours over there with them at the moment.
So the weirdest thing of how this actually occurred now, this is the most obscure connections you would ever find in anything. So my manager at work, Claire, she was just at dinner with her friend, which is Rowena, who is a talent agent in Australia. And she knows this woman, Kanika Soy, who works for Amazon. And she used to be an American agent too, which is really cool. And they were just talking, she's like, oh yeah, they're looking for a sci-fi series or something at the moment. And Claire's like, I know something. Because I literally just told her about my brother's book, The Theatric Stone.
And also that we'd done the short film.
Yeah, we've done the short film. Which is just luck, in a way.
It really was. It was luck, because they need that as
well.
well.
They need that when you're pitching a project.
You need an agent, which is, they are now agenting us over there, which is with Rowena and that. And
Yeah. So then Claire just said to her, she's like, I know somebody. So she's told them about us, and then we've actually pitched it through Rowena, who Rowena's actually sent it to Kanika. And we're just waiting to hear back from them, which is
fingers crossed.
Even if nothing happens with it, it doesn't matter. It's actually having the opportunity to actually go in there, because
you can't get in any other way.
No, you can't get in. And what we've actually learnt is, because I watched this guy who wrote the book The Third Door, he's interviewed Impact Theory, and what he said with a lot of the greats who actually got into the industry, they had an inside man.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's what I was just thinking. I was just like, we're so freaking lucky.
Yes, we are. We are really blessed, and we are very, very thankful for it. And now we're just waiting back to hear. So
which is really, really exciting.
So as soon as we hear anything, either way, we'll let everyone know. So,
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think it's just amazing just to have the opportunity.
Oh, absolutely.
Just to have the opportunity to go in there, because normally this wouldn't happen like this.
No.
Yes.
So hopefully they love it as much as we have. So yes, and it lends itself to it. And she loved the website. She loved everything about it. And it is a massive series with loads and loads of characters and sci-fi, and it also includes Earth and everything in it. And it's got a good message behind it too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But it's been in there for about 2 months, which I think is actually, it's frustrating on our end, but it's actually a good thing, because the thing is, if it was going to be a no, they would have said it straight away.
It is getting looked at by quite a few producers, she said. So it's going to quite a few. So it's not just to the one sort of person, it goes to quite a few producers.
And also reading the book itself, which if anybody has read it, that takes time to actually read it.
It is, yes. And And well, we've got a few people that have come on the team now, like Tana's been working with us, and Kane's got, a fellow working doing research with him. And so we've been really lucky with the amount of people that have shown interest in the
definitely.
project.
Yeah, we've got a few people on board who want to work with us. So,
and it is such a big world to keep everything in place.
Well, it's when you're building a company.
It is when you're building a company. Exactly.
Yeah, which is super exciting.
Yes, it is.
So, yes. Oh, yeah, actually. Yeah, it's really funny how, two things.
Yeah.
This has been an awesome week. But, so Phoebe Tonkin, if anybody doesn't know her, she's like an amazing actress. So she started out in H2O, which actually Colin Buds, who directed the short film, The Attrick Stone Convergence, he found her, he discovered her. And they're like, and so she's on H2O with him, and then she went on to Tomorrow When the War Began. She's been in The Originals and The Vampire Diaries, all these like really big series. And she came in to do a self-tape at TAFTA, and I was saying to John, my boss, I was just like, I'm gonna be normal. Don't worry, John. I'll be normal.
She was starstruck.
Yeah, starstruck. I was very normal though. I was very good. So he goes into the room with her, and then he comes back and he's like, "Do you want to read for her?" I'm like, "Yes!" So I got to read for her, watch her act, and amazing. Literally watching a seasoned actor do their thing in the room.
Yes.
It's like mind blowing. I was just like, okay, so now I've got like my kind of idol in a way, working towards that. I'm like, that's the kind of person I want to be. That's the kind of actor. That's the next step.
The next step. That's what she was saying. Mel Robbins is what's your next step.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and that's what you use it. There's my next step. I know where I need to go because
seeing it is so different. Because I'm really good at learning by observing as well. I watch people like a hawk, and I was watching her work, like the way it's not just her acting, it was the way she carried herself in the room, the way she treated the audition. And I was just like, this was just amazing to see. I'm just like, to see a seasoned actor do their thing, I was just like, okay, that's the type of person I want to be. So definitely, that was such a big learning experience there. So that was really cool. And then, it's weird how this happens. So we just had family breakfast yesterday. I come down to Gippsland. And so having family brekkie, and then this actor that I know, Louis, he calls me. I'm just like, this is a bit fascinating. Okay, what's going on here? And he just said he'd heard from this producer that contacted him. They'd lost their lead actress because like her mother, something happened to her mother, and so she can't do the lead role in this film.
She was in an accident or something.
Yeah, she's in an accident or something, which is horrible because I know her, so I'm going to contact her.
Yeah.
But it's just like they're looking for a lead actress, and they said like, who do you know? Who do you know? She's like, I've got the perfect person. So he gave me their phone number. I talked to her, and she explained to me about the project.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we did a Skype session with her too, and I've got the lead role in it. So which is really, really exciting. It's like a 35 to 40 minute film too, which is really cool.
We've done feature films, and it's going to be shot at Phillip Island.
Yeah, Phillip Island. It's in 2 weeks too, which is really cool.
3 weeks, isn't it?
No, 2 weeks.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's in 2 weeks. I've realised I might actually have to learn this a little bit faster than I thought.
Oh yes, you are going to.
Yeah,
but good at memorising.
Oh, that's fine. But it was amazing actually, just how fast that actually happened. So he called me probably 11 o'clock, and then by like I think it was by 2:30 when I had the Skype back here with her, it was all done, and just which is actually
contracts and
which made me actually think about the word of mouth things. We'd just been talking, my friend Dorita and I, who work at TAFTA, we just talked to the full-time students about this, and I said to them, word of mouth can get you a job, word of mouth cannot get you a job, and that I had good word of mouth, and that's what she said. He's giving you a big rap, so it's pretty much sealed the deal.
And the other thing too is like with Phoebe coming in, like an actress that has been in a lot of big roles and things like that. And she wasn't a diva.
No, she wasn't a diva. She was so down to earth.
So there's no bad word of mouth.
Yes.
There's no bad word of mouth. So word of mouth can get you a job, and word of mouth can kill a job.
Yeah.
So that's the thing is like you've obviously presented yourself well with Louis and that.
Yeah.
We've seen how hard you worked. Word of mouth got you the job.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And he knows. He's seen your acting. He's
we worked together before. Yeah.
And he's on
he's on a show in Channel 10 at the moment. Yeah. So which is really exciting.
Yeah, for him it's fabulous. But that's where you have to learn that you don't. The industry is most industries are always small.
They're always small, no matter how big the scope of it is, it's small.
Yeah, and everybody knows somebody, and it can kill your opportunities. Just like, putting things that you shouldn't put up on Facebook, on 100%. Instagram, all of that.
Because I've got to look at my Instagram.
Yes, that was the thing. is they went to her Facebook page, they went to your
Instagram,
they went to Instagram page,
So
they went to your website,
Yeah.
everything that you put up, everything you do, the YouTube and that.
Yeah.
So if you've got anything on there that shouldn't be on there that's going to turn them off, particularly with this job, because
Yeah,
they wanted it a certain way.
They wanted like a certain type of person for this.
Yeah, so it could have killed it.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what I just think with that is like, because that's what I said to the full-timers. I said to them, you don't know who all around you is going to become somebody.
Yes.
You could have future major producers in here, directors, actors.
Oh, that is so true.
Yeah, and if you knew back then they were difficult to work with, they're never going to hire you again. But also, you don't know who these people know.
And most of the people that are coming up with you, if they make it, they'll give you a leg up.
Exactly.
Kevin Costner talked about this.
Oh, yes.
Kevin
that was
Costner, he
fascinating.
talked about this on, what's that show, that Graham Norton.
Yeah, Graham Norton.
Norton.
Love
And it
that
was
show.
such a fascinating story because he made it and he'd come up with this other guy that was a writer who hadn't made it, and he often slept on his couch. You'll hear about this with actors and writers and that. Then most of it's hand to mouth as you're climbing up through the ranks. And he was staying on the couch he was on there for a couple of months, and he was writing something, and most of the work he said Kevin would give out, and it would be, he'd act like a diva. The guy did. He acted like a diva. Yeah. So Kevin said he had to move on from.
You couldn't help him anymore.
You couldn't help him anymore
because his ego, if you can see, his ego was in play.
And so, but that was his catalyst.
Yes.
So he went away and he wrote. And he come back to Kevin and he said, I've got a new show, a new script. He said, I'd really love you to read it. And Kevin took it and he read it.
He wasn't going to. Wasn't going to.
Yeah,
but he did.
But he did, because he remembered their relationship and that. And he did. He read it, and it was Dances with Wolves. And Kevin ended up, and it was one of the biggest movies ever. And that's what you got to remember. All these people that you're coming up with, you've got to remember the relationships that you're building. You're building all through your career. They're not going to happen just when you make it. They're going to be the ones that the solid foundation you build down here is what's going to make it as you climb.
No, definitely.
Yeah, but if you've made enemies and
if you've been a diva, if someone knows it, because the thing is, especially with, it's not just acting, it's any job. The thing is with acting, you're on set with all those people for 18-hour days. If you've got a diva on there, if you've got somebody that's hard to work with, it's going to kill the whole
And I know that
vibe.
this came through with the book industry too, because the publishing industry is really small.
Yeah.
They all know each other. If you're a difficult writer, if you're difficult to deal with, they won't want to have anything to do with you.
It doesn't matter how good the product is.
No,
It doesn't matter how good an actor you are, how good a writer you are.
doesn't,
If you're known to be difficult to work with, they're just like, this is going to be a massive headache for me every day. And
They've got other writers, other people that are coming up, and there's always somebody that can replace
Yeah,
it.
Todd always said this to me, my old dance teacher. He always said to me, he's like, I would actually rather go with a person that I love working with than the best dancer in the room. Yeah, and it's so true. It's so true.
Because if they're going to argue with everything, they disrupt the class. Nothing gets done. And at the end, you go home frustrated.
Exactly, you're going to go home with a headache every day.
Yeah, you are.
And you don't want to do that. That's what I always say, like, it's getting the right mentality. That's what we notice. It's getting the right mentality for the job, but also with appreciation for everybody in there. Like, unless somebody's wronged you in such a really difficult way, I'll just be like, never deal with that person again. Doesn't mean you be an asshole to them. I just think, I'm just never going to work with them again. I'm not going to be around them because I don't need to be around them.
Bad energy.
Yeah, because it just creates more bad energy, and then you start coming back with bad energy towards them. That changes you. So
and it disrupts the flow of the room. Nothing's getting done. And everybody's going home dissatisfied.
Yeah, exactly.
And the project doesn't move forward.
Yeah, exactly. And then the worst thing, I think, when you get into
it always shows.
It always shows. It always
shows in your work.
Especially if you don't like that person you're working with. Like,
if you've got it, yes, it does. It shows in the work, and it always presents itself somewhere in the product.
Definitely. That's what I always think. So very interesting week.
So congratulations,
Tony. Thank you.